Post-IDA phase. This is a very important phase, and this is where your application will either be accepted or rejected. Once you get an IDA, you have 60 days to file a complete application, EAPR, Electronic Application for Permanent Residence. You need to gather all the required documents. You need to undergo a medical test. The details of the test are outlined later in the section. Once you submit a complete application, CIC will determine if you will receive a visa or not within a period of 6 months or less. POF, reference letters can be obtained post-IDA too, depending on your personal circumstance. A medical examination is, by far, one of the most important post-IDA processes. The medical test is to ensure that you or your dependents do not have any serious, contagious diseases, and you will not be a burden to the Canadian healthcare system initially. You and all your dependents, whether accompanying or not, must undergo a medical test. Please note that this medical test must be performed by a doctor who is a CIC-designated panel physician. Pregnant applicants or applicants can choose to complete their medical exam after the baby is born. Since chest X-ray is a part of the tests, OR can choose to go ahead with the tests by wearing a lead apron. After the tests are done, you will get an upfront medical form. You will upload this form along with the other documents on the checklist. B. Passports, travel documents must be submitted for the PA, spouse and for dependent children. These two, along with other documents mentioned above, and in the checklist, must be submitted as a part of your post-IDA documentation. Alright, so now you have all the documents available in the checklist. You are now all set to submit your application. Please follow the instructions given by CIC very carefully and fill the online application. Upload all the required documents. When you feel the need to explain something to CIC, like large recent deposits on your account or any other unusual circumstance, please submit a letter of explanation, LOA, along with the documents so that the officer who is assessing your case understands why you have not submitted the document in the prescribed format, why you are submitting an alternate document. Remember, you only have 60 days to submit your application. If you do not submit a complete application within this period, the validity of your IDA will lapse. You would then need to re-enter the pool and wait for a brand new IDA and have to start your EAPR from scratch. Any changes to your personal circumstance, like the pregnancy of self, spouse, birth of a child, death, divorce, etc., must be reported to the VO at the earliest. If you do not report these changes, it amounts to misrepresentation and your application will be rejected and you will be barred from reapplying again for 5 years. After you submit your application, your medical records are checked. If everything is fine, your application goes into processing. At this stage, the background checks are performed. CIC might sometimes choose to call your employer to verify your employment history if they feel they need to verify. If the VO feels she needs more information, then you will be asked to upload further documents. You might be asked to attend an interview if the need be. If everything goes fine, you will get a passport request, PPR, and a decision made, DM, within 6 months of submission of complete application. You can submit your passport, along with dependent's passport, if they are accompanying you to Canada, at the nearest VFS. They will send your passport to the embassy and deliver your passport back to you after the stamping is done. You will get a confirmation of permanent residence, COPR, letter along with your passport that is stamped with the Maple Leaf visa. You need to carry both your passport, with the stamped visa, and the COPR when you are traveling to Canada. Please ensure that you verify all the details on your visa and COPR. If there are any discrepancies, report it to your VO at once. Please note that you and your dependents must land in Canada before their medical test expires. The validity of the medical test is 1 year from the date of the test, or before your current passport expires, whichever comes first. Also, please note that the dependents can either land along with the PA or at a later date after the PA has landed, but under no circumstance can the dependents land before the PA lands. I hope, as a viewer, listener, you will be satisfied with the information on this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to share your suggestions about this post. Also, if you want me to add something to this video or on other related topics, please ask.